November 14th, 2023. I had a day off and I decided to get out of the house and go for a short hike. I thought of going somewhere else, like a longer hike, but it's kind of a rainy, pleasant for the eyes. I checked the camera before I headed this way, and it appears some sort of a break in the weather, break in the sky. Uh, It says the weather forecast possible showers for the afternoon. So I've been here a number of times, and I show you how the creek, this creek, is finding its ways. On that torrent path, there is not much water, but I think the last couple of days um, they start digging somewhere else. I've been here about 2 years ago when it was a huge, powerful torrent. Like it was water everywhere, everywhere. It was kind of a creeks, rivers of water, like river, not river, but maybe like a creeks. And see how deep is this thing? Look at that. It's like 2 meters. Okay, it doesn't seem deep, but when you hear the boulders rolling down, and you feel it in the ground, you feel like a vibration in the ground, you know you don't want to get caught. And here everywhere was water, and I decided to turn around because the water was coming out, was increasing, the levels were very dangerous. Anyway, so I did record in the past about that, and it seems that this creek found another way, and someone built this bridge, and really nice, because otherwise it's impassable. And I'm hiking all the way to the waterfall. I want to see. Okay, so you see rocks, boulders everywhere. Oh, but I haven't showed you the boulders not very far from here. Huge, like the size of a house. Um, the purpose of this recording is not to show you those big boulders. I did record in the past about this area, my experience here. I'm just taking you for a walk in the park. Then I'll reach the waterfall in a couple of minutes, and I'll share a cool experience with an African American kid. Yesterday I went for a longer walk at the airport, and it was dark. It was after closing time. They close the gate at 5. They say it's closing at 5. But I parked the car outside the park, and I went for a long walk. That is like about 10.5 kilometers, which is not very long, but it's decent. And it started to rain, and stormy, windy, and it was like beating my face with, I could feel it was like I don't know, pinching my face. That was the feel when high-speed rain droplets were hitting my face, and I was going against the wind, but it was nice. And I had like halfway, and I see a silhouette of a African American young person. But it was almost dark. I could see something because of the lights at the airport, and I thought, what the heck is that? I'm heading home, and I thought I'm the last one, and there is one more. Okay, and no umbrella, I could see the hair. That's why I realized it's an African American kid or a person. And actually, I didn't know it's a young or older, but the curly hair, you know, that type of hair that never falls, is like sticking like a very like a mushroom, very curly, very dense. And so I got back to my car, and I was killing some time watching some YouTube in the car, and then I see this person returning, and I knew, okay, that's the same one. And I'm looking and say, oh, that's a young person, it's a young kid. Okay, and it's rainy, and it's cold outside, it's not pleasant. Anyway, so I started driving, I caught up with this guy, and I learned that he does this type of hike as a way to cope with stress. And my assumption was that one of the parents is bullying him or doing something, and he just wants to get out of the house and clean up the mind. That was my assumption. It's a classic model. Kid being bullied at home and he wants to get out. And but he told me that he's being bullied at school. So I talked to him just a bit, and so I got out of the car and asked him if I can give him a hug. I gave him a big hug, and I felt like he's so skinny. It's a kid like maybe 15 years old, and he is soaked, and oh, I felt so much compassion for this guy. The waterfall is not very big because it's not heavy rain now, and I just gave him my little speech about what it means to be different and go against the flow. And I said, some people want to make it easier and they change from being who they are into being who the society wants them to be, just because they want it easy. And I said, you are a really powerful kid and you're going to be powerful. And I don't know if he took this one to the heart, and but I felt he has power. Why? Because, you know, going in the dark, no umbrella, taking the weather beating like that is not for everyone. You have to be resilient. Most people would give up, or maybe they would not get out of the car, or they would grab an umbrella, stuff like that, make it easier for them. Even myself, I had gloves, winter gloves, which got soaked. This jacket, this wind jacket, which was not right for the weather, got soaked. Yeah, so that was with